Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have a easy, under 5-minute, affordable drugstore foundation routine, and this is the routine that I go to when I want my makeup to look good, last all day, but I also want it to be pretty quick. So there's not any kind of like heavy contouring or highlighting or baking or anything like that. This is just kind of like an everyday foundation routine, and it's all using some of my very favorite drugstore foundation products and some of my favorite affordable brushes. So if you're interested in that, then let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm gonna use the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation from Covergirl. I actually own this foundation in 3 different shades because I love it so much. And the one that I'm gonna be using today is 220. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this on my face. And my face is obviously a little bit lighter than my body because I did sunless tan, and I'm still working on my method of sunless tan, so please forgive my hands because I am like very fair, and I tried out the Loving Tan sunless tanner, and it was like in the dark shade, which I'm sure looks really good on a lot of people, but I think I'm gonna need to order like the medium one. Even though I love this color on my legs and stuff like that, I feel like I'm gonna have to work into it a little bit and perfect my sunless routine first. But I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this Real Techniques foundation brush. Real Techniques makes some amazing affordable brushes. So I go ahead and just buff that in. And this is not a really full coverage, heavy coverage foundation, but it is buildable. So on days that you need a little bit more coverage, you can apply like a second coat of it. Another makeup brush that I could recommend to you guys is the Sigma ones. I know these were really popular a while back, and then everybody kind of forgot about them, but these kabuki brushes are amazing. So based on how my skin is doing, I might go in with a second coat, especially on my cheek area, because that is where I tend to have the most issues. So I'm just buffing that all over my skin and then taking it down my neck a little bit. So after I've buffed in my foundation, I'll go in with a little bit of cream contour, and this does not have to be difficult at all. It's really easy. I just take a little bit right here, and it's not a whole lot darker than my foundation, so it's really subtle. I just put a little bit there, a little bit there. And then I'll just buff this in with my foundation brush. That's just gonna add a little bit more dimension to my face. So I never tend to take my foundation underneath my eyes just because I don't want a real heavy cakey look underneath my eyes. So I'll tend to, especially if I'm using a full coverage foundation, I'll just put it all over my face and just use my concealer underneath my eye. So after that, I'll go in with the Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer. And this is one of my favorite like everyday concealers because it has like a salmon undertone to it, and it's real light, it won't crease up, and it just works with, I feel like, any skin color that I am. It works with all of my foundations, especially once you blend it in. And this conceals like dark circles. It's really good if your eyes are puffy, if you've got fine lines. This is just such a good highlighter emphasizer. And then I'll take it up pretty high on the side and then down pretty low, just to kind of do some really easy highlighting, and then take maybe a little bit down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin, and then right here, but just a little bit. And then I will actually take a little Real Techniques like highlighting type brush and just blend this in. You can also use your finger, and that works really good too because the heat of your hand kind of warms it up. But this works really good too. And then I'll go in and kind of take back my foundation brush and just blend it in the edges like so. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of loose powder. This is the Boots number 10 in New Ivory. And it's actually a mineral foundation, and I really like this in the summertime especially, just to add a little bit more coverage and a little bit more long wear, and it'll make my foundation wear a little bit longer. And I'm not taking this underneath my eyes once again because I don't want anything real heavy underneath there. So after that, I'm gonna go ahead and set underneath my eyes with the NYX HD Studio Finishing Powder. And this is just kind of a translucent powder, and I'll just lightly dust this underneath my eyes. And I will look up while I do this. And then after that, I'm going to take the NYX Baked Blush plus Illuminator plus Bronzer, and this is in the shade Chiffon. And this is kind of a one product does it all type of thing, and this one's perfect just for those quick and easy days. And I'm going to take an Eco Tools like bronzer blush brush and just blend that in there. You see how beautiful that is? And after that's done, I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone eyeshadow palette, and I'm actually gonna take the lightest shade, the Brow Bone shade, and I'm gonna use this as my highlight shade. And this is a little trick that you can use, you know, just because it's an eyeshadow palette doesn't mean that you can't use it as a highlighter or for other purposes. And I think this shade makes such a beautiful highlight. Okay guys, so this is the completed foundation routine. I'm gonna go ahead and put my lips on and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so that completes my everyday super easy drugstore foundation routine. I hope you guys found this helpful, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps other people be able to find my videos, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in the next one.